1960s, Professor Jose Delgado took a normally hostile bull and implanted electrodes into its brain. Electrodes that could be activated by a radio transmitter. His objective was to see if stimulation of the bull's midbrain could short-circuit the rage signals, stopping the bull before it reached the matador. After the bull had recovered from the implantation and in mid-charge, the button was pressed. The bull's aggression ceased instantly. A clearer experiment was performed with cats. In this classic example, the hypothalamus, the rhythm maker, was implanted with electrodes. Could it be responsible not just for rhythms, but also for rage? The switch is turned. Then the switch is turned off. So indeed, the hypothalamus does control certain types of aggression.
The world order really consists of three aspects. There is a new world political system that everyone today is calling the new world order. As well as that, there is an economic plan for the new world order, and that is called the new world economic order. In addition to those two items, there's a third plan for religion. You see, the planners of the world know that men need a religion of some kind, even if it's a false one. So they have a plan to give us a new age world global occultic religion. So really there's three aspects to this new world order. A new world economic order in which a computer chip will be injected into our hands or foreheads as a means to track, control, and identify us, and will also be used to make our purchases and scan and
Well, they've already put the program in Los Angeles. In fact, a trilateralist named Mayor Bradley, Uncle Tom Bradley, was responsible for putting this in dogs.
Right.
And your children will be considered like animals. And operating through the Council on Foreign Relations, through the Trilateral Commission, through the Club of Rome, through Global 2000, which wants to reduce the population of the planet by, 25%. 25, that's 1,250,000,000 people have to be exterminated by the year 2000.
This is Zoe. Just like you, she uses lots of different cards and IDs to get through her day. What if all Zoe needed was herself? Introducing Amazon One, a free service that lets you use your palm to quickly pay for things, gain access, earn rewards, and more. Let's say you're grabbing your favorite coffee beverage, or heading into the office, or checking out. Just hover your palm and you're on your way. It's as easy as that. Sign up is free and takes less than a minute. All you need is a credit card, your phone number, and your palm. That's it. Since your palm is unique and can't be lost or misplaced, you can get things done quickly and securely. And with more experiences on the way, Amazon One will help you get even more done, simply by being you. Now, Zoe has more time to do what she loves, indoor skydiving. Enter, identify, and pay with Amazon One.
An office in Sweden is taking wearable technology to the next level by implanting microchips into their staff. Yes, that's right, the newly opened Epicenter office complex in Stockholm is offering workers the chance to be chipped under the skin of their hands. The radio frequency identification chip, which is about the size of a grain of rice, allows users to open doors, swap contact details, and use the photocopier.
It felt pretty scary, but at the same time it felt very modern, very 2015.
The chipping is entirely voluntary, and according to manufacturers, it's completely safe.
So some of the future areas of use, I think, like anything where you today would use a PIN code or a key or a card. So payments is, I think, one area. I think also for healthcare reasons, that you can sort of communicate with your doctor and you can get data on what you eat and sort of what your physical status. You have your own identification code and you're sending that to something else which you have to grant access to. So there's no one else that can sort of follow you on your ID, so to say. It's you who decide who gets access to that ID.
chip in my arm, and it's the best thing ever. This chip is a powerhouse. It's got everything I need. A credit card, my ID, my medical info, and even my keys. And when it's time for groceries, you just tap your wrist and bam! Transaction done. It's like magic. In a medical emergency, it can save my life. Experts can easily identify me and my medical history. I feel like a sci-fi character, and I'm loving it. This amazing chip is totally free. That's right, no more digging into your pockets. And the best part, the surgery is quick. They'll give you a cookie afterwards.
Is live with more on this. What'd you find out?
Yeah, he's a fascinating man, isn't he? So the billionaire that brought you Teslas and SpaceX sending rockets into space, Neuralink, wants to robotically sew chips into your brain. And it's not only to help those with disease, but they want to enhance human ability in the future. So maybe think RoboCop. Now, Neuralink says that these first human tests are an important first step. Recruitment is not yet open for a clinical trial, though, and they'll announce more information soon. Elon Musk, of course, on Twitter, congratulating this FDA human test approval. And Neuralink, how it works is it will use a robot to sew a chip onto the surface of your brain that will then detect the brain neurons and thoughts, which will then be downloaded onto an app that will then control other devices like a keyboard in the future via Bluetooth. I know it sounds very, very, very complicated, but this company has been around since 2016, and it's been testing in animals like monkeys and pigs. And Neuralink isn't the only company out there doing this. This technology has been in development now for decades, with an estimated 42 patients globally that have had brain-computer implants. Now, I'm sure you've watched those 60 Minutes pieces with paralyzed patients walking again. MIT just released a recent video of an ALS patient typing with the help of brain implants. But what Elon Musk's Neuralink wants to do, it has even bigger ambitions than just helping those with disease and that are unable. Neuralink, they say, they want to surpass able-bodied human performance with our technology. Now, even with Elon Musk's successful track record, human trials are no guarantee of FDA approval. In fact, none of these brain implant companies have received regulatory approval so far. But one thing I want to tell you guys, I hope it goes a lot better than the Twitter Spaces with DeSantis earlier this week.
You're saying they're going to sew this to the brain.
That's right.
That's unbelievable.
Using robots.
Wow. Susan Lee, thanks. We'll see how it works. Thank you. This is live with more on this. What'd you find out?
Yeah, he's a fascinating man, isn't he? So the billionaire that brought you Teslas and SpaceX sending rockets into space.
Tonight, groundbreaking new technology enabling a paralyzed man to walk again for the first time in more than a decade, thanks in part to the power of his own thoughts. Gert-Jan Oskam was in a motorcycle crash in 2011.
12 years ago, I got an accident and had a spinal cord injury. So I'm not able to move my legs anymore.
A year ago, scientists in Switzerland placing electronic implants in areas of his brain and spinal cord that control movement. Then, using artificial intelligence, researchers building what they call a digital bridge, establishing a wireless connection between Oskam's brain and spinal cord to stimulate movement, bypassing the injured areas of his body, essentially putting his thoughts into action.
I could control my hips. The brain implant picked up what I was doing with my hips.
The 40-year-old has been able to stand, walk, and even climb stairs with the help of those implants. And even when the implants are turned off, Oskam can walk with the help of crutches. The researchers saying he developed new nerve connections.
We can give back hope to the people with a spinal cord injury, and they will be able to walk again thanks to this digital bridge.
It's still early days for this breakthrough. The treatment is not yet widely available to patients, but it provides a bright beacon of hope for the spinal cord injury community.
Tonight, groundbreaking new technology enabling a paralyzed